Best experience I've ever had.
Yeah, I can tell it's starting to run out of pump because around peak horsepower, I keep having to add more fuel as I keep turning it. And it's normal as you get into the more efficiency range of the turbo, but the amount of fuel that I find myself having to add is a little bit excessive. So we're probably running out of fuel pump, and the fuel pressure is just starting to nose off.
Is it unsafe?
I backed it down a little bit. Between that and then the intake air temps are getting a little bit hot.
Yeah.
The intercooler is restricting it.
Well, like I said, the intercooler on the fuel pump, I told you, I was like, yeah, we should do that.
Well, the fuel pump in theory should be good enough.
Sure.
But you know, we never know the quality of the installation as far as the fuel pump.
Well,
I can only get to the sending unit, not the fuel pump, because you have to drop the whole gas tank in this car to get to it.
yeah, so come next.
They probably use the factory fuel pump power wiring, and that's a no-go because you won't get full power to the pump. And then I also noticed that the battery voltage is dropping down under load towards higher RPM to like around 12.8, 12.9. So it's still charging, but you're not getting full power to everything in the car. So that could be another reason why the fuel pump seems to be nosing off early, because the car's not delivering full electrical power under load, and the fuel pump's not getting full power.
So what do I do about that?
Don't run your AC or boost.
Upgraded alternator. They make a DC Power makes a 180 amp alternator that bolts right in. I've done like 3 or 4 of them. They work great. And then a Hellcat pump with a hardwire, with a new relay hardwire should get that solved. But either way, even with all that stuff fixed, you're still running into the limitations of pump gas.
Yeah, I know.
So even if we fixed all that stuff, it's not like the car's going to make more power, because unless we put it on an alternative fuel.
Right. I'm still impressed. The thing hit 546? On pump gas? That's not bad. I got a printout of that, right?
Yeah.
I'm thrilled with you guys. You know, this is the absolute best experience I've ever had. You guys you don't feel like a shop, you feel like people I've known forever, that I trusted, I knew was in good hands. It's just been amazing. Amazing experience. Absolutely amazing.
There's just a couple things that I'm gonna have our painter do. Like, I guess this door handle at some point was, I don't know, butchered, and then as you can see, somebody touched it up with, I don't know, I'd say nail polish, but it's all boogered up there. The rear bumper has a crack in it. This fuel door has got a couple dents in the lid. So just gonna the rear spoiler. So gonna get them down to our painter.
Well, as you can see, we're missing some pieces on the Mark III. We're going to get them painted.
And he'll get them resprayed, and it'll pretty much be mint after that. I mean, the car is super clean. Oh, we also have back window molding as well. It peels, it crumbles, it warps, you know. and it makes the car look a lot cleaner when you have nice
absolutely.
edge molding and stuff on the chassis. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass, and luckily you don't have to pull the rear window, but
Yeah, which is crazy.
It is time consuming, a little bit, just a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and change this edge molding around this back glass. So on the Supras, a lot of this tends to happen where the black coating starts to peel off, and even like right here, it's just like warped and degraded. So luckily, you can still get them. They're a little difficult to find, not the easiest, but you can get them. We got one kit that was the seller's last kit that was in stock, so we lucked out there. And so we're gonna go ahead and yank this old crap off and get the new stuff on. Replacing this makes a really big difference in the way that the vehicle looks, in my opinion. Having clean edge molding, just makes a world of a difference.
Wheel spacers on the Mark III today. A little H&R.
Yeah, this bolt-on wheel spacer. The fitment of the car wasn't the greatest. The wheels were sunken in a little bit. So the wheels were sunken in a little bit, and the car was too low. So to sort of give it the similar look of the wheel in the well, we're gonna put spacers on it to pull them out, and then raise the car, and ultimately it should look a lot better and more, flush with the fender. And
Yeah, you can see the rear. So I know it's up in the air, but still, it's.
Yeah, you can see how sunken in it is at the top of the wheel. So.
What size are these?
25,
25 mil.